Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? So, did you revise? Good evening, Aditya. Good evening, Parthiv. Good evening, Pranjali. Did you do revision? Okay, yesterday was also CSIR net examination. So, how many of you appeared for the exam? Did you give the exam? Yes, Hema? Okay, so you gave the exam. Very nice. So, I hope that you all get positive results. I really wish you the best. I hope you clear your examination. Okay, so should we start with our today's class? We have very less strength today. Okay, let's wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so today we will revise and strengthen our Python basics. So let's take a quick revision what we learned last time. In the last session, we understood that how Python runs code line by line, what is print, and what are variables. So there is nothing new. We are just doing the revision for now. So let's open our IDE, Integrated Development Environment, that is VS Code. So in the last session, we wrote a very simple code. We wrote print, parenthesis, quotation marks, hello. And we wrote print, parenthesis, quotation marks, world. Let's write a few more lines today. So I'm writing print, parenthesis, quotation marks, 200 plus 200. And now I'm writing print, parenthesis. Now here I'm not using quotation marks. I'm only writing 200 plus 200 inside the parenthesis. And I'm writing one more line, print, parenthesis, quotation marks. This is lesson 4. Now let's run our program. So here in the output, we understood that Python reads code from top to the bottom. So it first runs the first line completely, and that is what we are seeing in our first line of the output, hello. Only after that it moves to the next line and print the output in the terminal, that is world. Then it moves to the third line and then print our third line of the output in the terminal, that is 200 plus 200, and so on. So Python never runs everything together. It only moves from the top to the bottom. And we also learned that if we write anything inside the quotation marks, it is considered as text. Anything written inside the quotation marks, Python consider it as text. So in the output, we are seeing 200 plus 200 because it is text. But in this line, I haven't used the quotation marks, which means Python understands that this is a number. So Python finally performed calculation on this line, and we are seeing the result in the output, that is 400, means 200 plus 200. So we understood that Python does not run everything together. It only moves from top to the bottom, and anything written inside quotation marks is a text, and anything which is not written inside the quotation marks can be a number. Then we learned about variables. Let's write a small code here. So I'm making a variable friend and I'm giving it a value Ria. And I'm writing print and the name of my variable friend. Let's run it. Now here friend is a variable. So what is a variable? A variable is just a name that stores some information. And Ria is the value which is stored inside the variable friend. Now when we write print friend, here Python prints the value of this variable which is Ria and which we are seeing in our output. Now, if this part is making sense to you, that means you are ready to move ahead. Let me know in the chat box if you are ready to move ahead. If you have understood till here everything. Let me know in the chat box. Yes, who has doubt? Yes, Riddhi. What is your doubt? Riddhi, I am waiting for you. What is your doubt? Okay, very good everyone. Let's wait for Riddhi. Riddhi, are you typing? Okay, Riddhi, you can type your doubt in the chat box. I will see it later, okay? Let me know if you are typing or not. Okay. Yes, Riddhi. Yes, Riddhi, I will clear this doubt in the class. I will clear this question in the class, okay? Just wait. Let's focus here. Okay, so if you're typing anything else? Yes, Riddhi. So, now let's learn one new thing step by step. Our first concept of the day, changing variable values. Now this is a very important concept, so please listen carefully. All right? Now just like we can save a phone number with any contact name we want, and we can also change the phone number in the same contact name. What I did just say, that just like we can save a phone number with any name we want, and we can also change the phone number in the same contact name. Similarly, a variable does not permanently store one value. A variable does not permanently store one value. So a variable can be updated with a new value at any time. So a variable is not fixed. Let's see a very simple example of this concept. Here I am making a variable x and I am giving it a value 10. Now I am writing print x. Now again I am making the same variable x, but now here I am giving it a different value. So now I am storing 20 inside the variable x and I am writing print x. Let's run it. Now pause for a moment and look at this. Just pause for a moment and look at this program. In the first line, here in the first line, we are storing the value 10 inside the variable x. So when we write print x, Python looks inside x and it prints the value stored there, which is 10. So here in the output, we are seeing 10. Now, what is happening in this code? Here we are storing a new value 20 inside the same variable, which is x. So what is happening? The old value 10 is being replaced by 20. And when we write print x, it prints the latest value 20. So what we understood, that Python always remember the latest value of a variable. So even if I write print x again, let's write print x and let's rerun it. So here we are saying that this line print x has printed me again 20. It's not printing me 10. So what just happened, that we gave the value 20 to our variable x. Means the old value 10 is being replaced by 20. But if I write print x here, if I write print x before this line, before we gave the new value to our same variable x, and now run it again, now we are seeing that print x has printed us 10. So this also confirms that Python reads code from top to bottom. Means before the fifth line, we did not give x a new value. So here Python knows that the value of x is 10. But after the fifth line, we assign a new value to our same old variable x. And when we typed print x, it printed us 20. Now again, whenever I will type print x, again it will always print me 20, because now we have reassigned the value of our variable x. Now let's take a biology related example. So here I am making a variable gene and let's give it a value BRCA1. Now again I am making the same variable gene, but now I am giving it a value TP53 and I am writing print gene. Now you all tell me in the chat box what this line will print me. Will this line print me BRCA1 or will this line print me TP53? What will this line print me when I will click on the run button? Tell me in the chat box. Yes, very good. Very good, Bhavya. Very good, Gayatri. All of you, very good. Now here, what does this mean when I write print gene? It has printed me, let's run it. It has printed me TP53. Because in the first line, we stored the value BRCA1 in the variable gene. But later in the second line, we stored TP53, the gene name, in our variable gene. And when we gave the instruction print gene, Python forgets the old value and keeps the new one. So here it also means that variables are reusable. Means we can use the variable again and again. Now one more thing to learn here is that Python does not keep the old values unless we store them in a different variable. For example, here whenever I will write print gene, it will always print me TP53. Now what if I want this value? So here I have to save this value in a different variable. Let's change the variable name. Let's write gene1. And let's also change this variable name as well. Let's write gene2. Now I'm writing gene1. Let's run it. So here in the output, Python is printing me the value of this variable gene1, which is BRCA1. And now if I change the value of my variable, the name of my variable, now I have written print gene2. Now if I run it, here in the output I am seeing TP53, which means Python has printed me the value of this variable gene2. So what we understood, that a variable can change its value and Python always uses the most recent value. Now let's move on to our second concept of the day, simple calculations in Python. Here I am making a variable a and I'm giving it a value 5. Now I'm making another variable b and I'm giving it a value 3. Yes, Pradeep? Yes, Pradeep, do you have something to say? Okay, I will continue then. Now here we are storing two numbers in Python. Now that there are no quotation marks, so Python understands that these are numbers. Now we can perform addition. Let's write print a plus b. We can perform subtraction, print a minus b. We can perform multiplication, print a asterisk b, means we are performing multiplication. We can also perform division, print a divided by b. Now we can also perform print a to the power b. In maths, we also perform like 5 to the power 3. What this means that we are multiplying 5 3 times. Similarly, by writing a asterisk asterisk b means I'm trying to find out a to the power b means 5 to the power 3. Let's run it. Now here we are seeing the result in the output. A plus b 8, 5 minus 3 means a minus b 2, and so on. So here Python can perform calculations. But if I write print parenthesis quotation marks a plus b. Now let's run it again. Now here in the output we are seeing a plus b as it is, which means anything written inside quotation marks is a text. So here a plus b is a text and we are seeing exactly that in our output. Now if I write a, the variable, plus, and I write b in the quotation marks. Now, any of you can explain me what this line does? What if I click on the run button, what this line will print me? Will it give me an output? What will it print me in the terminal? Can any one of you explain? 5. Okay, Sagarika. Okay, Anurag. Gayatri. Okay. Yes, Siddesh. Very good. It will give us an error. Yes, Tisha. Very good. Yes, Sudhashna. Very good. It will give us an error. Okay, yes, everyone who has said this will give us an error, let's run it. So here in the output, we are seeing that the first line of our instruction, the first instruction we gave is print a plus b, means 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 means 8, and we are seeing our result in the output, that is 8. Now, when Python moves to the next line, Python sees that here we are trying to add a number because inside the variable a number is stored. So here this is a number and we are trying to add by using the plus sign. We have written b inside quotation marks, and we already know that anything we write inside the quotation marks is a text. So here we are trying to add a number and a text. So Python in this line, in the fifth line, Python gives us an error. What is the error? Type error, that we are trying to add a number and a text which is not valid in Python. Now, one more thing to notice here is that when we run our program, we are seeing that this line has printed our output, which is 8. And on the fifth line, we are seeing an error. But after the error, Python has not printed us the output of this program. Although these programs are valid, although we have written it correctly, but Python has not printed us this output. So what we are seeing, that if Python gives us an error on a specific line, Python do not moves after that. Alright, we are seeing that Python do not moves after that if it gives us an error on a specific line. Is this clear? Does anyone want me to repeat it? Yes, Pranjali, very good. We were trying to do calculations on a string. Shivani. Yes, Shivani, it printed 5 plus. Let's take Shivani's example. So here Shivani is trying to say that it has printed her 5 plus 4. Let's write print parenthesis quotation marks 5 plus 4. Now run it. Now Shivani, see, it is printing us 5 plus 4 exactly same it is. Why? Because we learned that anything we write inside the quotation mark is a text. But if I write it without the quotation marks, 5 plus 4. And now run it again. So here now it has calculated us 5 plus 4, that is 9. So here it is a number now because we have not written it inside quotation marks. Anything we write inside quotation marks is a text, but anything we do not write inside quotation marks can be a number. Is it clear, Shivani? Okay, Shivani, then I will review it for you, okay? You can share me your screenshot. Yes, Gayatri, I will tell that as well in today's class. Is it clear what we have learned just now? Okay, let's move on. Now our third concept of the day, text plus numbers. So here I am making a variable age and I'm giving it a value 20. Now if I write print and the name of my variable age and let's run it. We have already know what this program does. Let's run it. So it is printing me 20. In the output, we are seeing 20. Now we know that this is a number. 20 is a number here. Now what if I want to add a text? In the output, I am seeing 20, but I also want to add a text before 20 that age is 20, like my age is 20. So how do we add a text with a number? As we already saw that by using the plus sign, Python gives us an error. Let's write print and now let's write a text. We already know that by using quotation marks, we can write a text. So here, let's write my age is. So this is a text and we already know that if we use plus sign and now if we write the name of our variable, that is age. Now if we run it, Python will give us an error here. So how do we add this text with a number? So we use comma. So instead of using the plus sign, we use comma here. Comma tells the Python to print both of these things. Let's run it. So here in the output, we are seeing my age is, which is a text and which I separated by comma and then I write the name of my variable age inside which a number is stored. So in the output, we are seeing 20. My age is 20. Let's take one more example. Here I am making a variable student and I am giving it a value Amit. And now I am making a variable marks and I am giving it a value 85, which is a number. Now let's write print. Now I want to add a text first. So here I am writing the student is. Now we separate it by comma and write the name of our variable student. And in the next line, I'm writing print, parenthesis, quotation marks, and I'm writing marks are. Let's write marks is separated by comma and then write the name of our variable marks. Now let's run it. Now here in the output, we are seeing the student is. It is a text which we wrote here, and Amit is the value of our variable student. And in the next line, we are seeing Mark is, which is a text separated by comma. Then we used our variable marks, and here in the output, we are seeing the value of our variable, that is 85. So this is how we can print a text with a number. We simply have to separate it using a comma. Let's take a biology related example. Here I am making variable sequence and I am giving it a value ATGC. Now I am writing again another variable length and I am giving it a value 4. Now let's write print, parenthesis, quotation marks, sequence. Now we add comma and now the name of our variable sequence. Let's write print, parenthesis, quotation marks, the length is separated by comma and now the name of our variable length. Let's run it again. Now here in the output we are seeing sequence, the text and our value, and in this line we are seeing the length is, which is a text, and the value of our variable. Right now this is a text and this is a number. Later Biopython will help us calculate length automatically. Okay, so now I'm going to write a little program. I'm writing print x and now I'm writing x is equal to 5. Now here I want you to tell me the result of this program when I will click on the run button. As we all are seeing that here we are seeing a yellow line, which means Python is showing that here is an error. But still as I know you all did this question, again I want you to tell me the answer of this question. What will this print me if I click on the run button? Very good, Siddesh. You are doing really well. Very good, Anurag. X is not defined. Shivani, this was your doubt, right? Very good, Anmol. Very good, Aditya. Yes, Priyanka, not defined. Very good. Very good, Muhammad Ali. So, Shivani, are you there? Krishna, we will do that as well. Okay? Yes, Sudheshna. Yes, so look at here. Here that we already have talked about this again and again, that Python reads code from top to the bottom. And here in the first line, we are seeing these numbers 1, 2. If I press enter again and again, we are seeing these lines, these numbers. So in the first line, we are seeing that we have written print x. Now here Python is confused that what is x, because we did not define x. Python already knows what is print because print is a built-in function in Python. And here in the print we have given a input x. Now Python does not know what is x. So what does Python do? It reads the first line and when we will run it, it will give us an error on the first line. Now Python does not move to the second line, because it gave us error on the first line. So here, even though we have written x is equal to 5, Python only moves from top to the bottom. So Python does not know x is equal to 5. So what is the correct way to write it? We have to write x is equal to 5. Now we have defined the value of x. Now when we will write print x, Now here we are seeing that there is no yellow line, means there is no error. Now when I will run it, Python knows the value of x, which is 5. Okay, Shivani, is this clear? Yes, they were very good. Python interpret the code line by line. Now, are you comfortable to do some questions now? Should I give you some questions? I have prepared very great questions for you today. Okay, let's see our practice questions. So this is your question number 1. Write a program to calculate and print the area of the circle. So everyone open your VS Code, open your IDE. Read the question. That first question is, write a Python program to calculate and print the area of the circle. Here all the necessary things are given to you. The radius is 7, value of pi is given to you, formula is already given here. Everything which is necessary to write this program is available in this question. Even if you fail to do so, just try to do it. Do not copy, as we are doing practice. Practice makes us perfect. Okay? Do your program, write it in your own way and share the screenshot in the group. Also, do not forget to write your name like this, so that I get to know whose program belongs to whom. Okay? Okay, so my screen is sharing. Just text in the group, as I will not be able to see your messages in the meeting. You take your time. Do not forget to write your name. We will discuss the answer as well. Okay, how to create a file in VS Code. Okay, open your VS Code. Here you see the file option. Click on this file option, and here you can create new file. Are you seeing the file option in VS Code? Yes, so just click on it and give your file any name that you want. And after writing your file name, add .py at the end of your file name, as this is an extension. So after writing .py, you will see a Python logo like this, which means this is a Python file now. Anmol, very good. You have done it very correctly. Yes, Divya, now click on the run button. You have to see the output as well, right, in the terminal. Click on the run button and then share the screenshot again. Aditya, very good. Your code is correct. Very good, Samin. Okay, somebody has shared an empty screen. There is no code there. Ashwini, very good. You have made a great use of r to the power 2. Very good, Sudeshna. Your code is also correct. Gayatri, there is an error in your file. You have written your name Gayatri. Python does not know what is Gayatri. Suppose if I remove this quotation marks from my name, right? Now look at here. This is an error. Python does not know what is this. But if I write it inside the quotation marks, now Python know that this is a text. Alright, Gayatri? Also, Gayatri, use the variables. Vishnu, you are doing the same problem here again. Write your name in the quotation mark. Okay, Python does not know what Vishnu is. Python does not understand this. You have to write it inside the quotation marks. Okay, now let me discuss the answer as well. So here our question is, write a Python program to calculate and print the area of the circle. And here the formula is given. Area of circle is pi into r square, and Ashwini did it really well. So let's make a variable radius. Let's make a variable radius and give it a value 7. Now make a variable pi and give it a value 3.14. Now let's make another variable area because we have to write a program to calculate the area. So here I have made the variable named area. Now apply this formula. Here let's write pi into radius into radius and print the area. Let's run it. So here our answer is 153.86. So if your answer is 153.86, very good, you have written the code very well. Here we can also add a text. Let's write print, add a text here, separated by comma, and let's write area of the circle is. Let's run it again. So here we are seeing the text area of the circle is and our value 153.86. Alright, if we want, we can also put it inside parenthesis, radius into radius. Just like we do in maths, board mass, DAMAS, what does bracket means? That we have to solve the bracket first, only after that it gets divided by this pi. It's the same meaning here, right? So we can also add parenthesis, or if we do not add parenthesis, for now here it's the same meaning because all of these three are doing the multiplication. Okay, so this is the answer of our question 1. Let's do question number 2. 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 Question number 2 This is question number 2. Write a Python program to calculate and print the simple interest. So here everything is given. Principal is equal to 5,000, rate is equal to 5, time is equal to 2 years. Formula is also given. You just have to write a program and apply this formula. Yes, well done everyone with the question number 1. Again, do not forget to mention your name. Name is equal to inside the quotation marks like here, Muskan. Okay, do not forget to mention your name. Very good, Anmol. I think we got an intelligent student in our class. Very good, Sudheshna. Divya, show me the output as well. Riddhi, very good. Show me output as well. Click on the run button and share the output as well. Very good, Aditya. Ashwini, you forgot to mention 100. Here in the formula, we are dividing it by 100. Okay, write divided by 100 and then again click on the run button. So your answer will be 500 then instead of 5000. Okay, Ashwini? Shraddha, very nice. Pranjali, very good. Yashas, you forgot to mention your name. Sameen, very good. So now you are getting to know Python, right? How Python works, how we do calculations, how we write programs. So here we are building our foundations. Jumana, very good. Priyanka, very good. Siddesh, very good. Okay, so let's discuss the answer. Although all of you have written it correctly, but still let's discuss it again. So we have to write a Python program to calculate the simple interest, and here is the formula. So what we have to do, we just have to make some variables and then apply it in the formula. So let's make a variable principal and give it a value 5000, which is given in the question. Let's write 5000. Now let's make another variable rate and give it a value 5 as given in the question. Let's make variable time and give it value 10, 2, give it value 2. Now let's make a variable SI, means simple interest. Now we have to apply this formula as it is mentioned here. So let's write parenthesis, let's write our variables principal into rate into time, which gets divided by 100, and simply print simple interest. Now let's run it. So here our answer is 500.0. So if your answer is 500.0, you have written the code correct. Okay, let's move on to our third question. Daily water intake record. So you have to write a program to calculate and print the total water intake. David, you have, David, you didn't, David, see here, you did not divide it by 100. You have made the variables correctly, divided by 100. Okay, here is the question, third question. Very nice, Richa, with the second question. Yes, David, it's correct now. Also very good with adding the text centimeter square. Very nice, Aditya. Sudeshna, very good. So now we are getting familiar with how to write a program in Python. Ashwini, very good. Thanush, very nice with the question number 2. Very good, Anmol. Swati, nice. Ahmed, you are making the same. Ahmed, Raza Ahmed, see, you have to write your name in quotation marks like this. Here I am making a variable name is equal to, then inside the quotation marks I am writing my name. And see here VS Code is not showing me any red lines. So if I remove my quotation marks, so here I'm seeing a yellow line, means this is an error. Python does not understand what this is. Python only understand the quotation marks, that now this is a text. Okay, so write your name inside the quotation marks. Gayatri, very good. Azmi, very good. Paripurna, very nice. So we have built our basic foundation in Python. Okay, so do you have any other doubts? Gayatri, what are you talking about in the Google Meet chat? What are the spaces in Python code? Okay, okay. See, here when we make a variable, suppose I'm writing my name. So here I have used space. So in Python, if we make a variable, we do not have to use spaces in between. So see, this is already showing us some yellow line and red line, means there will be an error when we will click on the run button. Okay, so during when we make a variable, we can use underscore, or we can write like this, my name, and then use the equal to button. So here it is showing us that this is correct. Alright, so when we make variables, we do not have to use spaces. Also, there is also another rule to make variable, that we can use the number inside the variable. Suppose I am writing my name 1. So this variable is correct. But if we use the number in the starting, like 1 my name, so this is wrong. So it is a rule to make variable that you cannot use the numbers in the starting. You can use the number in the middle, or you can use number in the last, but you cannot use number in the starting, and you cannot use spaces inside your variables. Okay. Yes, David, very good. All of you have done very well. Do you have any other doubts? Because tomorrow we are going to move forward. So I don't want you to feel confused like what has happened to me now. Are you understanding? So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, then I will also send you some practice questions in the Google Classroom. So if you have not joined the Google Classroom yet, I have pinned the message in the chat, in the group chat. Okay, so don't forget to join the Google Classroom. Okay, who is asking about indentation? Okay, let me tell you. We will also study about indentation as well, but as the word indentation, like it's a very big word, its meaning is very simple. Indentation is nothing but space. Okay, indentation is nothing but space. Suppose if I add space here, so this is an indentation. Indentation only means space. When we will use conditional statements, we will understand there what indentation exactly means. For now, just remember that indentation means only space. Okay, when we use the conditional statements, you will get to know why we use indentation. It just only means space. So, what are you trying to ask? Like if you want to add a text with the 6 classes? You can add the text glasses. Yes, here, see, you can write here in the question. Let's make a variable m means for morning. I'm making it short, so I'm adding 2 value. Then afternoon, I'm writing 3. Then evening, I'm writing 1. Okay, now let's make a variable total water, and let's add it morning plus afternoon plus evening. Now let's write print. Here, first of all, I'm giving it a text. I'm adding a text here. I'm writing total water intake. Then we are using comma to separate. Now here we will write our variable name total water. Now I'm again using comma, and now I'm writing again a text, glasses. Let's run it. So here in the output, I am seeing total water intake 6 glasses. So here we just simply added text and we separated it by comma. Alright, we can add text how many text we want. Is it clear? Sameen, is it clear? Yes, Divya, we are going to use indentation in conditional statements. In other things as well, in loops also we are going to use indentation. The word is very big, I know, but its meaning is very simple. It only means space. Okay, it's not that much difficult. Any other doubt? Okay, then I will share the practice questions in the Google Classroom. Don't forget to join the Google Classroom. I have shared the code in the chat, in the group chat. All right. Okay then. Good evening, everyone. Have a nice evening.